So with a band like Rush and like 50 years of music and so on, they've had a bunch of live albums and they put out different versions of songs. Well, not put out, but these songs have just evolved over time, with them playing and so on. And so on my channel, with Rush specifically, I will be repeating some songs. In this case, I'm repeating Xanadu. And the version I'm going to be playing today is from 1978, the Farewell to Kings tour. And this whole disc, so Geddy Lee went into the studio when Neil retired after the loss of his wife and his daughter. Um, I think he said the words, "You can consider me retired," and so the other two members were kind of in limbo, and so Geddy Lee went in the studio and remastered or put together a live album, a triple disc live album called Different Stages in 1998. And so most of the first two discs are taken from a concert in the United States, a festival that they played at. But the third disc is taken from London's Hammersmith Odeon in 1978 on the, as I'll repeat, the Farewell to Kings tour. And so I'm choosing Xanadu here off that album. I might play the whole thing because the whole thing's amazing. Although the one thing I do notice when I'm listening to it is that the way they mastered it is like very loud. And I've tried to adjust the settings a bit, but it's difficult. So you might want to turn it down a little bit to really get the best quality sound. But yeah, so that's Geddy Lee's mastering. Maybe his hearing is going, and he likes to hear things a bit louder. So this is Xanadu, an absolutely incredible song. Look, I was just going to talk about how amazing the music is and what an incredible version this is, and how this song has evolved in so many ways. But I do have to touch on, I can't speak for all Rush fans, but I do know that a lot of us are well read because Mr. Peart was well read. So, through his lyrics and through his music, and also because, as fans, we knew he was a reader, and, sometimes, like, that's a cool thing, man. Fans of bands where Buddy's a heroin addict is like, I mean, I don't know. But when you're a fan of a band and the best thing, like this great, this legendary thing about their drummer is he reads like a book a day or whatever, that kind of makes you, want to emulate that, and make you a reader. But throughout the body of Rush's music, Mr. Peart has, continued to touch on various great literary works throughout time. And so Xanadu is a great example of that. And for me personally, I never would have read this great poem or known really much about it, except for, in high school, they kind of touch on it a little bit. But I would have never really read or understood this amazing poem and put it in context with life, that, the mad or mortal man is like this idea of living forever. But at some point, you're going to get tired of it, right? When you've done every single possible thing that you can do multiple times, it kind of loses its taste of greatness. And that's truly, from my perspective, what this song is about. So it's an amazing rock song. All of the instrumentation is absolutely incredible. And on top of that, you're in this land. You're on this search for Xanadu. You're climbing those mountains, and you're going to these amazing places within the context of one song. And that, from my perspective, is the magic of Rush. So, Xanadu, from Different Stages, from 1978. This is from 1998's Different Stages, but this this concert is from 1978 in London. Please enjoy with me. This is Xanadu. try to turn it down here. Oh, there, that's better.
We'd like to do something for you from our Kings album. This is called XANADU.
I always love this drum intro. generally don't stop things, but I just have to stop and say, this is one of my favorite guitar solos of all time. And this guitar solo is the reason why nobody can touch, in my opinion, Alex Lifeson.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'd like to continue with something else from the Farewell to Kings. This brings Alex to the classical guitar. This is called A Farewell to Kings.
Man, what a crowd in Rush. I mean, what a crowd. What a crowd. What a crowd in London in 1978. I mean, that's 1978. It's like, what, Rush has been around for 10 years at this point, and they're destroying the world. It's very clear just in this crowd that, you know, they know every note, they know everything, and everything that comes out. Apparently, Farewell to Kings was the album that we think it is now. It was then. That's why, I guess it's why it's such a legendary album now, is because they loved it in 1978. That's for sure. There's a couple of things, you know, as time goes on, other things sort of jump out at you. I wonder that when you search, or when you work so hard to achieve the paradise that you think you want, and it turns out that it's a prison of the lost Xanadu. You can apply, you know, the caves and the honeydew and so on. You can take that out of the picture, and you can put heroin or crack or crystal meth or alcohol into that picture just as easily. And you have people in their young lives, let's just take alcohol, they watch their parents drink alcohol, but they're not allowed to, but they get to the age when they're finally able to, and they've been searching, or they've been working so hard to be able to walk into a bar and order a beer, and here they are, and you know, and it is Xanadu. They're out with their friends and club nights, and everyone's so beautiful, and everyone's having the best time of their lives. But 20 years later, that Xanadu can quite conceivably, and is for many people, the prison that this song is talking about. So, well, what an incredible song by Rush. Geddy Lee, is there anybody who can play the bass, sing, foot pedals, keyboards? Is there anyone? I mean, I think there's only one person on the planet who can do it on this level anyways. I'm sure there's you know, there's the one-man bands out there that can do something, but this is Rush. Is there anybody at Rush's level that can be that level of a multi-instrumentalist on stage in front of clearly rabid fans who know everything about everything? I don't think there is. So if you heard it here first with me, I truly hope you enjoyed it. It's Rush. It's hard not to. And if you love this band like I do, it's Rush. It's hard not to. We're all taking trips around the sun together, eh?